Welcome to Middle School Math. I am Jamie Salverson and I teach Math 7, Math 8, and Enhanced Math 1.
And I am Diana Salverson, and I also teach Math 7, Math 8, and Enhanced Math 7-8. We are delighted to be your children's teachers. We look forward to working with each of you in partnership with your child throughout this school year. Some of our favorite things are family, dogs, and children.
And butterflies.
These are our very own Mackenzie and Taylor Salverson, who reside in New York. They are my granddaughters.
And my nieces, who I love to death.
As we are blessed to have Mackenzie and Taylor in our lives, we are also honored to know and work with your very special children. As psychologist William Glasser said, in the eyes and attitudes of the teachers who educate them, children find mirrors through which they define themselves.
We believe this principle is central to helping students learn to see themselves as capable mathematicians. Therefore, we take our roles quite seriously. We have very high expectations for our students, and we believe that they will grow to meet those expectations. We will celebrate our students' achievements, both large and small, to encourage further development of strong personal capabilities.
Our goal is to make our classrooms places where learning is relevant and enjoyable for a community of learners who share a common goal, becoming capable mathematicians who may make their own imprints on the world around them.
We are committed to the appropriate placement of our Plaza Vista students. To augment appropriate placement within the secondary math pathway, the entire placement process was revised by Irvine Unified School District in 2015 to allow for a more comprehensive picture of student readiness to accelerate. As you can see, students currently in our middle school math classes of Math 7, Math 8, or Enhanced Math 7-8 will be placed in one of two possible courses for the following year. Students in Enhanced Math 1 will be placed in one of three possible courses.
The district's criteria for placement in middle school math is now based on multiple measures, including classroom grades, assessment of grade level standards, as well as teacher appraisal of student readiness. Classroom end-of-course exams will be used to measure mastery of grade level standards. Teacher appraisals will be based upon the 8 mathematical practices. This flow chart gives you additional information regarding our math placement process.
Welcome back from Planet Krypton. Teacher appraisals include the 8 standards for mathematical practice. The first standard is to make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. This means to find meaning in problems, to analyze and plan solution pathways, to verify answers, and to ask yourself, does this make sense?
The second standard is to reason abstractly and quantitatively. This means to make sense of numbers and to create multiple representations of problems.
The third standard is to construct arguments and critique the reasoning of others. This means to explain why a solution does or does not make sense and to respond to the ideas of others.
And the fourth standard is to model with math. This means to apply math to problems in everyday life and to interpret the results.
Standard number 5 is to use appropriate tools strategically. This means to be able to use rulers, compasses, protractors, calculators, patty paper, etc.
And the sixth standard is to attend to precision. This means to calculate accurately and efficiently and to use math language, symbols, and units of measure.
Standard number 7 is to look for and make use of structure. This means to identify patterns and sequences and to see the parts that make up the whole.
And the final standard is to look for and express regularity in repeated reasoning. This means to notice when calculations are repeated and to evaluate the reasonableness of your results.
The completion of daily homework assignments is vital to each student's understanding of math concepts. As it is intended to reinforce the skills introduced that day in class, it will be assigned each night. If it requires an excessive amount of time in your child's evening, please let us know.
We believe that the best thing we can instill in our students is intellectual risk-taking.
In one of Mr. Parker's favorite books, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, Carol S. Dweck says some parents think they can hand children permanent confidence, like a gift, by praising their brains and talent. It doesn't work, and in fact has the opposite effect. It makes children doubt themselves as soon as anything is hard or anything goes wrong.
If parents want to give their children a gift, the best thing they can do is teach their children to love challenges, be intrigued by mistakes, enjoy effort, and keep on learning. That way, their children do not have to be slaves of praise. They will have a lifelong way to build and repair their own confidence.
It's best to be a guide on the side. Although this isn't a script, you might try these comments. Show me what you have done so far.
Where can we find help in your math journal?
Is there a friend you can call to get help?
Or should we tackle this at another time?
And when practicing basic math facts, please encourage responses without any counting. 10 minutes of flashcards per night have resulted in remarkable successes, even with square roots. In closing, please know that we want all our students to achieve the highest possible mathematical competence in support of future studies in math, science, and technology. Your children are delightful.
Our pledge to you is that we will treat your students as our own Mackenzie and Taylor, with love and high expectations. We want them to leave our classrooms knowing that they are fabulous mathematicians.
Woo!